It's not really the weird part being the gender part for me, because I've always known that about me. Like, when I was like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I didn't know about gender enough. I just thought that females were people who had no penis, basically. I didn't know I had a vagina until I was like 9, I think. You can't really find it down there. Like, and then when I was 9, I think I just knew I was bleeding because my period. But anyway, so I just knew, like, you look different down there and you grow breasts. But I didn't really actually know, like, the difference between a woman and a man. The reason why I didn't know this was because, well, I grew up with a single mom. And my mom has hands like mine. You see? You see? You can see how my finger is prominent. She has fingers just like mine, which means when we were in vitro, we were masculinized, basically. So I can, like, dress up and all that stuff and be feminine, basically. The thing is about me is, like, the only time I really want to be feminine at all is right before my period, or like now, right on my period, literally. And then, like, 2, 3 days after my period, I'm back to just, like, feeling like I'm a guy again. So it's like my mind wants to get me used to the fact that I'm gonna bleed, and then after I'm done bleeding, I'm back to feeling like I'm a guy again. Where I just feel more feminine right before my period, and, like, when I'm ovulating, it's different. It's kind of like I am sexualized. A lot of my femininity is very sexualized. Like, I realize with men, it's almost like I try to be with men so I can feel more like a woman, right, when I'm ovulating. Before then, I don't really have that much interest in sex with a man as a woman. I would prefer, if I, like, had male parts, to have sex with him that way. To change my personality to try and fit what a woman is supposed to be, but I don't want to change my body either. As much as I would love, and honestly, I have forms of dysphoria. I do. I've always felt deformed down there. And, I've always felt uncomfortable I've always felt uncomfortable about having a vagina. I've always felt uncomfortable I've always felt uncomfortable about having a vagina. Just being completely honest. I think it's ugly. I think it's weird. I think, who really has a gaping hole that's just there? Like, to me, yeah, I feel like it's deformed, and I don't like it. Yeah, I actually find it shocking. Because usually, I think actually, honestly, like, on my chest, it makes sense, I guess, because my chest hasn't really panned, but neck has panned a little. It's getting closer. I'm gonna post a video when my face is actually darker in the paper bag. But post a video when my face is actually darker in the paper bag. But I'm getting close, if you can't see. I'm very close to the complexion. Because me and my skin tone, I kind of just don't pay attention to what complexion I have. I really honestly don't. I don't pay attention if I'm lighter or darker. I just, especially when I do these videos, and it's problematic because people sometimes get confused. I've had it where people are like, think you're lighter than what you are, and then you think you're darker than what you are. And I really don't pay attention to where I am that day, like how tan or how not tan I am.
Now, this is Anne's makeup routine. The video quality isn't that great, but if you were to watch, you would notice that the makeup, the foundation powder that she's putting on, is about, to me, looks like about 3 shades lighter than her actual skin tone. She has said that she is attracted to men, but that she dates white men, European, whatever she wants to call it. That she likes to date men who look like her. But yet you are here painting yourself 3 shades lighter. There it goes across the forehead. 3 shades lighter than what you are. So in fact, you're actually, and I'm going to say painting yourself to look more like them, the man that you prefer to date. So you're not dating men who look like you, because the real you is not this shade, but you're painting yourself to look like the man that you prefer. This 20-minute makeup routine turned into about 30 minutes or a little over. She put a lot more on the other eye, but I just had to fast forward. This video is getting too long. Excuse me. And there she goes back to the other eye again. I mean, how much makeup do you need? Maybe instead of attacking people for their skin tone, maybe you should go check out some makeup tutorials and some wig tutorials. Maybe you should spend your time doing that. Just recently, in Crystal Swirl's final goodbye, no, excuse me, in one of her past videos, you talked about you date white men. Or maybe it wasn't her video recently. But then you go to Miss Elite's video and you're talking about white people living in sewers. And I found out today black men's penises look like feces. And you actually had to Google. You had to Google what an attractive black man looks like because you don't know. Your parents keeping you away from black people growing up really has screwed your brain. You don't know who you are, but you try and tell people about themselves. You don't know if you want to be black, white, Bobo the Clown, a boy or a girl. Who are you, Ann Ramirez, aka Deanna Joseph? Who in the hell do you think you are? And I'm not asking because I really don't care. So if you decide to come up in my comment section, make it all in one paragraph and not just cover my whole comment section with one word at a time like you recently been doing. And don't try to explain anything because I really don't want to hear it. That's not what this is for. I'm just tired of you and your opinions about others. So I'm going to share videos that you made of yourself and let people have opinions of you. I'm out.